Hey everyone, it's Midnight Spectre, and today I'm going to talk about a small gripe of mine, disposable vapes. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to vape or not to vape. I vape, it's better than smoking, and this video isn't going to be a video outweighing the pros and cons of vaping or smoking, but let's get on to the video. So, when I first started vaping, you really only had a few options. There were mech mods, which were like the creme de la creme of vaping, which originally started as modified flashlights, and then there were rechargeable vapes, which you were kind of lucky if you got any sort of voltage control on, and then there were disposable vapes. These were the kind of gateway into vaping. These are these cheap little $10 things with a handful of puffs you can get pretty much anywhere. Now, coming from a small town, this is pretty much all I had access to, unless I went to the city, which I originally started vaping after one day I took one of my classes, and a classmate noticed me trying to smoke a broken cigarette and showed me a vape store, and I ended up getting a lot of vape stuff there. Of course, technology changes and things got a lot better, but it seems kind of things went backwards. Like, for example, there's not as many mods, which is what we call devices, that we attach a tank or a pod to and vape out of, that are customizable in terms of temperature, wattage, and voltage. I remember going on Reddit and learning how to build my own coils with nickel stainless steel because at the time, that was considered to be the next big thing. But now I know that most mods are just something cool to look at and something you put your pod into. And honestly, now I've gotten older, I kind of want things that just work out of the box. Like, for example, I used to ask for Christmas gifts and holidays and for birthdays that I would have to put together or mess around with to get to work. Now I kind of just expect things to work out of the box. I think my breaking point was when I got a graphics card and somehow it was already dead out of the box, which really sucked because that happened to me twice. However, I think things that should have stayed in the past are disposable vapes. Disposable vapes are super hazardous in the environment. Like, you've got plastics, whatever nicotine is left inside the vape, and the battery itself, which, by the way, are pretty hazardous. It's kind of crazy that we've had rechargeable stuff for over 20 years, and somehow we haven't found a battery chemistry that doesn't degrade as fast or is as volatile when it gets damaged. Not to mention if somehow the vape gets activated in the trash due to a short from some garbage juice or some other outside force, congratulations! You have your very own garbage fire in the comfort of your home or bedside wastebasket. I mean, there are places where you can dispose of used batteries, but let's be honest, how often do we chuck a AA battery or something like that into the trash versus saving all of our dead batteries and running to a Home Depot or something to actually throw away those batteries properly? Hell, when I worked in electronics recycling, I was surprised when someone would give us a bag of spent batteries. And now I'm not even going to mention the effect of all the plastics in the environment, since almost everyone already knows about microplastics by now. But nicotine, which was originally a pesticide, is toxic to a lot of wildlife, and in fact, in a large enough amount, is toxic to us too. As far as I know, nicotine isn't a forever chemical, so it gets metabolized by whatever organisms that survive getting dosed with nicotine, but it's something I would not like to have in our environment. I don't really know what the best course of action is. Even if you outlaw disposable vapes, people are still going to chuck their pods out of the window or whatever car they're in, or just wherever they are. Even making it so that vape shops could take spent disposables wouldn't help because people will still be lazy and just chuck it in the trash. I don't have the answers, but definitely something to think about, even if not for the environment reasons, just for plain safety sake reasons. Speaking of which, I gotta find something to do with all my old mods I'm never going to use again, and all the batteries I have for them as well. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this week's video. I hope everyone remembers to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video. See ya!